guys, your boy B- and welcome to the definitive video on how to find regens in FIFA 15. You guys have asked, how do you find the regen of Drogba? How do you find the regen of Tani? Well, in this video, I am gonna show you. First and foremost, you gotta do your homework. Go ahead and look up all the older players. Go to sofifa.com and any of those sites and go ahead and look up the older players like Klose, as you can see right here, like David Villa, like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And if you can add them to your short list, that means they're not going to be able to retire. They aren't retiring this season. Now we're going to go ahead and look up Drogba right here. And this is random. They retire at kind of random rates. But go ahead right here. And as you can see, cannot approach because he's retiring at the end of the year. Now I have to take a note. He's a striker. He plays for Chelsea. And he is from the Ivory Coast. You gotta remember those three factors: what league he plays in, what position he is, and what country he's from. Now, it's gonna be easy to find his regen because he is kind of unique, but let's go ahead and look at Francisco Totti right here, also retiring at the end of the season. Also, look, he plays center forward, and he is Italian, and he plays in the Italian league, so it's gonna be hard to find him. And another guy who's retiring at the end of the season, Luca Toni, and what another thing to note, striker, Italian, plays in the Italian league. And now, as you can see, I'm just Real Madrid because I just want the money so that we can buy all these people. And we're going to go ahead and advance it. So you are going to have to wait until the year is over, and then you're going to go ahead and look for them in the next year. And we're going to go do. All right, we are in the next season, guys, through the magic of editing. And now we're going to go ahead and search for those players. Now we go ahead and look up Drogba, and as you can see, there's no more Drogba. You cannot find him, which means he is successfully retired. And then we're going to look up Totti once again. No Totti right there. We're going to look up Toni. There are a couple Tonys, but no Luca Toni. So now what we're going to go do, we're first going to go look up Didier Drogba. Now he is easy to find because all you need to do is look up attacking Coast d'Ivoire. Remember, he was a striker. He's from the Ivory Coast. And he plays in the EPL. So we're going to go ahead and plug all those things in. Ivory Coast, as you can see right there, we have the attacking player, so he's probably going to show up, and we're going to go ahead and look for him in the England country, England, and in the league, Barclays Premiership. All right, we can go ahead. You can move it down to max, like 20 years old. Now this is the interesting thing. As you can see right here, only regular players show up. So this can happen from time to time. If they do not show up in the league, we're going to go ahead and show you what you have to do. You're going to go ahead and look in the free agent market. This only happens sometimes. This is actually a rare case. And there we go. Only one Ivory Coast striker was regen, and they're gonna have the artificial face, not the blank outline face, not like the black silhouette face, but he actually has an actual face. I know the coloring on him is a little bit silhouette-y, but besides that point, we're gonna go ahead and try to get him into the squad. Now it's a little bit more difficult when you're looking for players who are playing in their national league. Specifically what we're doing right here, looking for Totti, we have to look for an attacker in the Italian league right here. And as you can see, there's going to be a couple of them born in the Italian league, and the ones that you have to look for are right here. Catalani right here is a striker, 17, so he's probably the regen of one Luca Toni, because remember, he was a striker and Totti was a center forward. So that was an interesting thing to note. We're going to go ahead, and you can't bring him, you cannot transfer them in right away. You have to bring them on a short loan, and then you can try to transfer them in. I believe in the January window is the earliest that you can try to get them. And let's go ahead and look at it right here. Francisco Rossettini right here, pretty much Francisco Totti. As you can see, he is a center forward, 6'3", pretty tall. Now here's one thing to note. We're going to go ahead and bring all these players in on loan or transfer them in. As you can see right here, I'm Real Madrid. I basically can transfer all these kids in, but as I said before, you can only loan in if they are already on a team for the first half of that season. We're going to go ahead and take a look at them. Now, why do you want to get regens? And here's the clear distinction: is regens do not have the exact same stats as their the person that they're regened after. As you can see right here, this is a regen of Luca Toni, and his stats are relatively mediocre. There's only a 61 overall, not too impressive in the skill attributes, and it has decent. And as you can see right here, he doesn't have the same weak foot, skill moves, height. All that stuff is kind of randomized. It's actually almost completely randomized to my knowledge. But as you can see right here, the regen for Drogba actually kind of seems like Drogba. Pretty good acceleration, pretty good balance, really good all around in the movement sets and the power stats, and the skill sets not all too bad. He actually has 70 finishing, and look at that, weak foot, 4-star weak foot, 6 foot, 18 years old, Ivory Coast, left-footed, high attacking work rate. So he's not all that bad, but most of the time they will be randomized. And as you can see right here, Francisco Rossettini, pretty good, decent in the physical attributes, also a 61. And as you can see in the skill attributes, not all that great. So why do you want to get Regens? Well, the biggest thing about Regens is, even though their stats might be randomized, even though their heights might be a little bit weird, or their weak foot and their skill moves are kind of off the charts, they will still reach a similar potential to that of the legends that they were when they were at the peak of their game. So if you get a Francisco Totti, they'll probably rise to like an 89 or a 90. If you get a Drogba, they will rise to in the 90s. You can go ahead and take a look. And Luke Bally right here, and usually when you do transfer them in, you can see that they have potential to be great, exciting prospects, and that will kind of dictate how far they will go and grow in your career mode. And that is it, guys. That is how you find Regens in FIFA 15 career mode. If this video helped you out, remember to go ahead and help me out by smashing that like button, share it with your friends, and if you guys haven't already subscribed, remember to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I got plenty more tips and tricks videos coming out for you guys for FIFA 15, as well as career mode updates and hidden gem video coming out weekly, where I discuss and show you who are the big upgrades and downgrades in career mode, as well as some good hidden gems. And that is weekly goodie goodness. My name is B-, and hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And until next time, remember, stay humble.